Okay, it's Mark again. We got another project, and we got this little guy on the workbench here. It's March, and pretty soon it'll be boating season, and hopefully we'll be able to get this project going. So we're going to start what it is. It's 1976, little light twin, Johnson. And I got this from a young guy I work with, a really nice young man at work. And they had it in the family for a long time, and I asked him if he had an outboard, and he said he was one sticking in the plastic garbage can, so I picked this up off him, and going to give it a nice new home. Maybe some relatives might be able to use it or something, or I'm going to use it to go fishing or whatever. And we're going to start off what it is. So it is a 1976. If you look at the numbers here, what they match up, so 4W76M. So I went on the net, looked up the what it is, and according to what the net tells me, it's a 1976. So we've established what it is. It's dirty, and that's the way I like them. You clean them up, get them running. Apparently they spent quite a bit of money getting this thing going, and it sat, I don't know, 10, 12 years, whatever. And there's no damage to it, so like I say, we're going to start from here. It's the cab. The cab is all here. It's dirty, so there's nothing. You know, I might touch it up. I might repaint it. You could probably get actually the decals are not that bad. I could probably touch it up here and there. I'll figure something out, so they're not that bad. There's no physical damage to it. Check the inside. The bottom end is nice. There's no physical damage. No, the only reason I didn't bring it into the garage to work on it is I did not drain the oil out of the bottom end. So if there's any water in here, if you put it outside, I don't want it to freeze. So we're going to deal with this later. But it's all complete. So when I do my videos, I don't have any software to start editing and all that. And I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to play it on the fly as normally all my other videos are done. So I'm going to make a couple series of videos. So like I'm going to start with this one, just showing what it is. Like I say, no damage. It's just dirty. It needs a good cleaning. A good cleaning, a bit of TLC. Okay. I did do a test on the spark. Took the plugs out, flipped the flywheel over. A lot of good spark. So far as the ignition system on this thing, it should be good. But I seen myself buy a motor and a lot of spark, and when you take the flywheel off, the coils just fell apart in my hands. They're notorious. Johnson's always been like that. They just fall apart in your hands. So I'm going to check the coils in this guy here, and we're going to go from there. I haven't done a compression test on it, so I'm definitely going to do a compression test. These motors don't have really high compression to start off with, so we're going to deal with that later on. We'll do a compression test and see what we're dealing with. So apparently it was serviced. Now when I first got the motor, when I would pull this cord, I had a hard time. It's going back in now, and this thing would engage. Okay, so it's working now. It's working okay now, but it takes a long time. So what I have to do, this has to be lubricated. Now what happens on these guys, the spring is right here. The spring, you see the spring right there, but the grease actually turns into a gel, and it gets really sticky. It's more sticky than it sticks more than it actually lubricates. So we're going to deal with that. So that's not a big deal. The ignition system does work, so we're satisfied with that, but I'm still going to do my due diligence, take the flywheel off, make sure that it's timed right. It should be about 20,000 gap on this thing, and we're going to deal with that later on. Like I say, we're going to clean it all up. I'm not sure if the fuel pump works on it. We'll deal with the fuel pump. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to start it while taking the carburetor off. I should take my might take the carburetor out of this thing and just check the bowl if it's not gummed up or nothing like that. I mean, I got it in the house here now. Nice, it's nice and comfortable here, so I might take the carburetor off and deal with that later on. What I'm definitely going to do, take the prop off. Sometimes people use these to go fishing. You might have some. Sorry, people use these to go fishing. And there's always might be some fishing line stuck in here. If it's fishing line gets stuck in here, it goes into the seals and blows the seals out, starts losing oil. But this one, there's no sign. I don't think either there's no oil in it, I haven't checked, or it's not leaking. Then your water pump is right in this section here. So we're going to separate these. These are really easy to work on. You pull the water pump out, it's not a big deal. Excuse me. So that's, we're going to work on this project here. And like I said, this is my first video. Probably maybe a 4 or 5 part video. I'm not going to go too crazy on it. Maybe I'll do another video. I think the next video I'll have the flywheel off and the carburetor part, and I'll have it definitely cleaned up. So I'll start cleaning this thing up, get it all nice and polished up, and see what we're going to deal with. But I know the other house I was living on a lake, and my neighbor across the lake, he had one of these, and it ran really nice, like really smooth. Good for trolling, or good for someone to go fishing with, or just seeing a young boy or girl do some boating. But this is my video on my 1976 4 horsepower Johnson, and too bad Johnson's no longer in business, but the parts on these are still easy to get, because the dealership here is one of the oldest dealerships I think in Canada. But anyways, catch you guys later. Hope you like my vids, and more videos to come. Catch you later.